No need to adjust your cameras, or your television sets, or any of your devices. This is real. This is a season to be remembered, or in this case, to forget. And it's happening. This is one of the worst Cowboy seasons of all time. Okay? And I'm going to tell you straight. It's not going to get any better. Not really. Hello everybody, it's me everybody. It's Cowboy Legends for Life. Coming back at you again with another video. With my hopes that you like the last one. Listen, I can't scream about it. I can't get angry about it. What's the use? Why get angry about it? Okay? We suck. Defensively especially, we suck. The defense started out well. They really did. They stopped the Cardinals 3 straight times in the beginning of the game. Then the fumbles happened. But I can't even blame, like I said before last night, I'm not going to completely fully blame the defense. Okay, they lost some heart after the 2 fumbles. The point is that it's not even the fact that fumbles don't occur. Fumbles occur. But not as frequently we're doing right now this season as we have in our previous seasons. All right? We have never gotten any takeaways from our defense since the the Tunis era of Bill Parcells. You hear me? We've never got any real takeaways since then. Garrett has never had a team of defensive manner that was very aggressive, but only for a few times in his career. But never have we even had some great takeaways. And those days were long gone from Jimmy Johnson, where he just absolutely produced takeaways. It didn't just happen; they produced them. All right, those days are long gone right now. And you start to second guess the fact that Nolan, he's got to wear this. I'm not blaming this on McCarthy, you idiots out there. Don't blame McCarthy, okay? And then I gotta tell you, I'm shocked that some people like I'm not shocked that Foots, because Foots knows very little about quarterbacking. He just talks a good game. Foots the king. And then I'm surprised that Michael Anthony Fitton is talking about we got to stop Kellen Moore from calling the plays. This is our second year being number 1 D offense. Second year in a row so far being still the number 1 offense. No matter how bad the record looks, no matter how bad the defense plays, this team is still the number 1 offense until, well, that may change because Andy Dalton is no Dak Prescott. Now you see it. I told you that. You got idiots out there, again, so-called Cowboy fans like D's Knees 01 telling you that, no, Andy Dalton's a real quarterback. And, whoa, he had the same record Dak in his first 4 years and all this other nonsense. No. Prescott is special. I think you guys starting to see it now. Because your mindsets was set to a fact that he was a black quarterback playing in a league who never played for the Dallas Cowboys before, and it upsets your little brains, your little pea brains. And that's a fact. That is a fact. He's outplayed every quarterback in their first 5 seasons, even including my Roger Staubach. Except the fact that, he didn't win no Super Bowls, but the fact remains that they had one of the greatest defenses of all time in history of the NFL, the Doomsday Defense. He had one of the greatest offensive lines then, before even the advent of the damn Great Wall of Dallas in Torrey Aikman's era. Okay? He had one of the greatest running back tandems and stuff, before even Tony Dorsett got there in the last 3 seasons of his career. You understand? And boy, I tell you, he had one of the greatest head coaches of all time too. That's Tom Landry, who knew how to play the game. Conservative and still would blow you out. So, there's a lot of things that goes against the advantage of what we have right now. Okay, Andy Dalton, is a decent quarterback. And it's a great pickup to have a backup of Dak Prescott. And he did some things that looked good last night, but boy, I tell you, he's a 9-year veteran going on 10 years now soon, okay? And he should have known better than that the way he was doing. Now, people keep saying, oh, Michael Gallup dropped the football. Yeah, Michael Gallup, he was free and clear. He had to jump out of his freaking off his feet high in the air, and they had to angle himself to try to catch the ball. It was a bad pass. He been throwing bad passes all night long. Then he overthrew Michael Gallup, who clearly beat his man. Bleeped the crap out of him. And he overthrew him. Listen, I'm praying, I'm hoping that Andy Dalton plays better next week against the Washington Redskins. I apologize, sorry. The Washington football team. Okay? The Washington football team is just, and they're going to Washington. And no matter what you say, the Washington football team has a good defense, a decent defense. They have a quarterback problem because you could say that Alex Smith is not in shape yet in terms of what his injuries did to him the last 2 seasons ago. But the fact still remains that they just have a quarterback problem still. And our defense, I don't know how we're going to handle that. So let's count for a second. Let's stop for a second. Realize that this is the worst, like I told you before, after the third game of the season. When we lost to Russell Wilson in the last few minutes of the game, which Dak Prescott brought us back from 30 to 15 in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter, and he got back and got the team ahead. We should have won that game if the defense did its job. But people want to blame the fact that Dak Prescott left 3 minutes on the damn board. That is absolutely asinine. He did his job, so the other side had to do their job, and so when they didn't, Dak gets the blame because he left 3 minutes on the damn board. For course, Russell Wilson, you're stupid. You hear me? Listen. You're stupid. You're just stupid. So from that point on, I realized that we had the worst defense in Cowboys history. And last night's game confirmed the fact that we gave them more points and average than everything else since the days they went 0 and whatever the season was for the first 3 years of their damn existence. That defense back then when they first came into the league was better than this defense right here. Better. Yes, we had a lot of injuries on defense on the defensive side. A lot of injuries. Front line still. The linebacker core and especially the damn backfield. And those who came back before they went back and got out back injured again, they were playing poorly anyway. Diggs is a rookie, and you can't put it all on a rookie. You can't do that. All right? And they're scared to challenge the ball. They're scared to challenge the receiver. They are. It's like they're scared to tackle an oncoming running back. Because the running game the running defensive game is putrid on this team. So Andy Dalton threw 2 interceptions, and the one I could say that I could say one thing. You saw CeeDee Lamb got grabbed and knocked down, and the rest who don't have no respect for the Cowboys whatsoever. Okay, this season and last season, no respect for them. Okay, just left it like that. The rookie got knocked down to the ground, pushed to the ground, and the guy turned around to get the ball. Andy Dalton should have not thrown the ball. He threw it anyway. Thinking that he was throwing it out, thinking he was throwing it away, and the defender went and got the ball. He was actually trying to throw it away. That wasn't a doggone timing play. He had CeeDee Lamb even not having a chance to even turn right to get off this guy. This guy had him grabbed and threw him to the ground. So he turned around and run, and the ball's coming this way, and he grabs it. What was Andy Dalton thinking? And the other interception, when he almost went to the end zone, he threw it in there anyway. He's just beelined it right into the defender's hand. Right into his hands, man. You see now, forget about the passings. He threw over 50 times. You see what Dak has to go through? When you're a running back, when your running game is not doing well, and your offensive line is just nowhere to be found. Not one starter on that damn line. Not one. I don't count, like I said, Connor Williams. I don't count McGovern. Okay, right now those two are busts. That's a fact. Both of them guys are busts. All right, especially Williams. He's a bust. Forget that. He is the weakest link. Even with all the other starters out, he's still the weakest link. And he should be the veteran, and everybody else is the weakest link. Looney's not there. Nothing. So Prescott still is so talented and so good, knowing his offense so well, that he even looks at that front line look like they're doing their job right. Andy Dalton has no pocket awareness whatsoever. If he had any in the future, in the past, he damn sure don't have it now. He has no pocket awareness whatsoever. None. I'm surprised he didn't fumble the ball when he got busted, man, behind that line. He holds on to the ball too long. Man. Okay, so this is his first game back as a starter since a few years now, and he righteously lost his job because he played poorly on a bad team. Now, the team that he had when he was playing well his first 4 seasons was basically the same team. He still had A.J. Green. He still had him. And he did nothing. They just simply sat him down, bro. That's enough. That's enough. He may have lost his love for the game, whatever it was. But you saw right then and there last night that, and I'll tell you the game, he came back, and when against the Giants, he came off the bench to fill in for Dak. You saw it right then he didn't have a good game, except that he made a few mistakes. He fumbled the ball first right off the bat, and the Giants took that and took the lead back when he fumbled the ball. He had to come back twice with 2 field goals now. 2 field goals to win the game, tie in and win the game. So, with that said, so far Andy Dalton has shown nothing. He threw some great passes to Michael Gallup, but Michael Gallup is a 50-50 man, pure and simple. He'll get that ball. Now, people want to say that he just missed the ball. Well, every receiver's not going to catch everything. He's not. But the fact remains that was a bad pass. Michael Gallup got away from this man with clear separation. And still, Andy Dalton threw it to where he had to jump up high on an angle to try to catch the ball that came off his fingertips. Don't blame that on Michael Gallup. Do not. You see the catches he made the week before? Those 2 catches that Andy Dalton threw to him? Come on, man. Come on, give him a chance to get the ball. So, forget what the media is saying. That's BS. All right? And not only that, I'm talking about Lamb started to look good. He started getting open. But the rest don't have no respect for this rookie. You know what I'm saying? He was being held the entire time, the whole game. Okay? And they have no respect for this rookie. I'll tell you. So there's nothing to be angry about. It really isn't, because you see when my quarterback went down, we know this is going to be the only hope we had was this division. The Eagles lost again. Okay, the Redskins lost to the Giants, and they should not have lost because Rivera decided to go for the win, which is what you do. You know, if you're a coach that like to try to gamble, you're going to eventually win more than you lose because you have the balls to try. So, but people think now that he should have went for the tie and then go to try later on to win the game outright in overtime. But you know, you got to give yourself a chance to win. If you have a good chance to win, go for it. I'm not going to fault him for that. He's being a head coach that wants to win. So you Washington team fans got to give that man a chance. He's not a bad coach. It's your team that's bad. He's got a job to do. It's your team that is bad. Okay? He's been to the Super Bowl, okay? Your team hasn't been there even longer than the Cowboys haven't been there. Okay? So stop talking about Rivera needs to apologize to Washington fans. No, he don't. He's being a head coach that wants to win. It's your team that does not execute. You got bad quarterbacks. And don't tell me about Haskins did this and Haskins did that. Haskins is not good. Haskins is not a good quarterback, period. He's not. All right? He needs more time and more seasoning, more training. That's what he needs. So, don't even try. So maybe the Giants should have picked him, because I'll tell you one thing. Because Danny Dimes, he looks like two less nickels right now. Okay? He looks like 2 lost nickels. That's what he looks like. So Danny Dimes is not good, man. Okay? He needs a lot of time himself. Okay? He needs a quarterback coach that really gets in his ass. And I'll tell you, And people talk about Eli Manning. Eli Manning didn't give a shit about the Giants. He had his career with them. He won 2 Super Bowls. He led them to 2 Super Bowls, rather. Okay, he ain't win shit. All right, I'm telling you that was your defense that did that. All right, and I'll tell you this: what he did, he should have did. If he really cared about the Giants, he would have stayed like a man and helped this kid. Help this kid. Okay, but he didn't want to do that. I don't think he helped them at all. I think he sat there and had goofy ass face, and an ugly goofy face, and just kept his mouth shut while this kid struggled. That's your boy. All right? So he didn't care. He left. So now the dilemma is that's this division. And so somebody might win it with 6-10. And I was upset that the Cowboys may win the division 7-9 or 8-8. If Dak Prescott was a quarterback, I wouldn't have accepted that. I'm serious. But now that Dak is out, go ahead and win it. If you could, if Danny Dalton can bring him back to win the division 7-9 or 6-10, fine. Because that's not my quarterback. I respect him. He's a good talent. Okay, he's a veteran quarterback with good skills, and still even after all of that, he's still the best quarterback in that division. He is. Period. And people praising Carson Wentz's game that he almost won and pulled it out. Okay, cool. He had a good fourth quarter. What about the other 3 quarters? He played like shit. Okay, he played like shit the other 3 quarters. All right, and not only that, he had a rating of 54-58. Is that good to you? Really? Huh? Good boy, man. Okay, Andy Dalton's still the best quarterback in that division with that going, man. Oh, man. That's a bad division, man. That's a bad division. It's bad. Not only that, because not just being bad teams, you got bad quarterbacks right now. Bad quarterbacks. All right? You see now why Prescott's a top 5 quarterback? Do you see it now? I'm going to tell you something. He's even better than Jackson from Baltimore. He's better than him. The only thing Jackson got is legs and speed, okay? He's nowhere near the talent in which Dak Prescott can lay the ball. He's not. And Dak, okay, yeah, he only had 4 interceptions, okay? And the only time he gave up those 3 critical interceptions was the last play, the 2 of them, last play of the game, trying to get the ball over the end zone, right? And then they said for the last second of the game, like I said, you keep calling garbage time. You guys keep saying he has empty calories. Every game Dak played in, he had the guys coming back and have a chance to win it in the last seconds of the game. We needed all of those calories, asshole. Okay, jerk-offs? Okay? Dak Prescott counts. I want to see a lesson learned. I want to see people just keep eating shit-eating grins on their face. I want to see it. As his season progresses along, I want to see it. How he made it look easy. You see how he made it look easy now, right? You got a quarterback, Andy Dalton, who's got a great arm. He got a good arm. He has been accuracy issues late in his career, but not in the beginning of his career. But you know what? You see, with that line, he's in trouble. Because you see already, if you saw him play in Cincinnati, his awareness is not there. His pocket awareness is not there. Okay? Dak Prescott felt fucking people around him. He would run. He would break. He would step up, step back, and find room. And people were terrified to see him take off. You see that? You know that. Ah, man. So, with that said, Cowboys are going to be, it's going to be a struggle to watch. It's going to be a struggle to see them. But I can't be angry. I just can't, because why? No one deserved this more of this debacle than the Jones family. They shitted on a quarterback who's a top 5 quarterback in this league. They shitted on him. Okay? The people are saying out in hindsight right now, who used to give Dak Prescott criticism, give him praise. Boy, Jerry, you should have paid him. You should have paid him. What are you going to do now? You're going to wait till Andy Dalton win the division with 6-10? He said, "What's that great job he did? We're going to give him a little contract. We're going to let Dak Prescott walk." It's embarrassing. Hello? Oh. It's embarrassing. This is crazy. So listen. There's nothing we can say about this. It is what it is, right? We see Cowboy fans who do live channels and stuff, live chats and stuff during the game, and you can see they weren't angry. They weren't really angry at all. They said, "Look, I told you. Look, this and that and this." You see, especially when you say the old heads, including myself. You can't get angry at this. Why? It's happened now. It's over. You just gotta look for the best in that division, and the worst too. So, but like I told you, in that third game of the season, this was the worst defense in Cowboys history, and it's shown even more in each game they have played. Dak should have won the first game of the season. The refs fucked them over. Okay, they called fouls on Gallup and called fouls on CD Lamb. Okay, Dak should have came back and won the second game of the season. Okay, you know that shouldn't have happened, but because he bullied that team back into contention, they had a chance to win it, and they did. And he didn't disappoint because he knows his team, he knows his offense and the schemes around it and everything. Right. The third game of the season, they should have won that. He brought them back down 30-15. 3 minutes left, and you want to blame the fact that he left 3 minutes on the clock? Boy, you're stupid. You're stupid. That's a defensive problem, not an offensive problem. Jerk off. You should have won that game. Fourth game against the Browns, they was leading. They came out firing that game. Beginning of the season, the beginning of the game. Go back and check the score. Check the game. They were hammering the Browns, and then the fumbles came. The turnovers came. Dak made a fumble himself, but he's the quarterback of that team that knows how to put a drive together. And then all of a sudden the defense just fell apart, just all over the place. You had Baker Mayfield, who's now benched. Who's a bench now? He's on the bench. He came out looking like he was goddamn Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. And then Dak almost came back and won that game. And the defense came back and gave that 49, the last touchdown. Make look with Odell Beckham. Come on, man. You can't blame none of this on the offense, basically, except their turnovers. They make mistakes, and the defense make even more mistakes. They make even more mistakes. Don't put it all on them, but the fact remains is that they have not done their job, regardless of the turnovers that seek back and put them back on the field. They have not done their job. Period. We can count it to injuries, but we're not going to play Eagle fans here. Okay? Injuries are injuries. They got more injuries than any team in this league right now. All right? Forget about the crybaby Eagles. They cry all about injuries every single day, especially when they lose. And first thing out of their mouth, you can see them all when they on their channels. Them injuries, man. Can't wait to so-and-so come back, man. See, here's every year for the last 5 seasons. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of hearing them. Crybabies. All right? I don't even count injuries. You either do the job or you don't do the job. Van Der Esch came back. Did it make any difference? No. Not, at first it did, but not during the game. Process of the entire game. No, it didn't. Gregory's coming back. That may make a difference because he's a ball hawk. He's a line hawk. He may help Lawrence get more free. The rest of those Poe and the rest of those guys who came here, I don't know what the hell happened. They just stole money, man. That's all it was. They stole money. They have done nothing. We had the injury to Collins. He's gone. Right? Oh, Lee's still out. Think about that offensive line, man. The great offensive line, all gone. Travis gone. Martin right now gone. He may not even play next week. All right. Smith gone. All right. I'm not even counting. Oh, Looney's gone. Okay. Cam just got tested. Had a cold. And they had to put him a protocol for COVID. But though he's negative, he still had to be on protocol because he had a cold. And the two Collins. I'm sorry, yeah. Connors. Two Connors. Come on, man. There's no front line. I'm just telling you, Dak Prescott, Rain Dakota Prescott just made it look easy. That's all. It made it look like the front line is decent. You see now with Andy Dalton in there, there's no front line. They weren't blocking for Zeke either. Anything Zeke got, he had to get it on his own. Well, see you next game.